I must have absolute silence. Excelsior!
Greetings and salutations, Geekophiles, and welcome to Excelsior for Friday the 13th of January. Diving straight in. We recently had the Golden Globes, which Deadpool had quite a few nominations for, but unfortunately didn't pick anything up. So now we're moving to Oscar nomination season, which people remember this time last year there was quite a bit of joking marketing campaign, that fantastic marketing that Deadpool had. This year it's got quite serious. Ryan Reynolds has released this morning a For Your Consideration video, which the link is down below for you all, and it's hilarious, it's brilliant. And there's also a letter that is sent to critics, which is the Ryan Reynolds humour in there. Now, there's no chance of it winning Best Picture. That's not going to happen at all. But I think this deserves a nod. It deserves an Oscar nomination at least for Best Picture, even though it's not going to win. This took 10 years to make. It had immense roadblocks all the way through. To be fair, if it wouldn't have been for the leaked footage melting the internet, it would never have happened. And then had a shoestring budget that made almost 12 times that back in the box office. If that had been any indie film or whatever, it would have been the biggest success of the Oscars, but because it's a comic book movie, it won't get that same consideration. But I'd like to think it's going to get some kind of Oscar nomination at least, and that would change the genre completely. I mean, comic book movies are kind of looked down on as lowbrow. They are in a certain sense, but it's what we enjoy. So I think a comic book movie getting an Oscar nomination would be immense, be absolutely immense. And don't forget, it's the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. So I don't know what boxes you want to tick for an Oscar nomination, but this ticks a fair few of them. But again, that video, the For Your Consideration video, is in the link below. Go check it out, it's a good laugh. And on the subject of comic book movies, long-time viewers of Excelsior will appreciate this story. Channing Tatum. You guess where this is going? Believe it or not, Channing Tatum is still attached to do Gambit. That's it. That's all the story. He's confirmed he's still attached to do Gambit. Has no director. And has no release date, but Fox does have 2 untitled X-Men films due for release. Those dates are November 2017 and June 2018. So if Gambit goes in production in the next month or 2, it could hit that June 2018. I think November's a bit out of the way, but June 2018. But I don't think it'd do that one really. It can't make November 2017, but there's June 2018 it could make. But then again, going back to Deadpool, we've had it confirmed today that Colossus and Negasonic Teenage will appear in Deadpool 2 again. We're going to get Cable, but it is most definitely going to be a solo Deadpool film. It's going to be a solo film with a lot of characters in it. Now, if that starts filming again this year, I'd put that down for the June 2018 release. Maybe November, but that's pushing it. I think June 2018 will be Deadpool, to be honest. I think that's where that's going to come. So I won't give Gambit a date, because I don't even believe this film's coming out. I don't think anybody does it. This is like just a running joke that we had on Excelsior last year. We did our hardest to dig up some Gambit story every week. But yeah, Channing Tatum is still attached to play Gambit, which I'd love to see. Personally, love to see. Gambit is one of my favourite X-Men from the cartoon in the 90s, but this isn't gonna. I can't see this happening. Sticking with comic book films, Avengers Infinity War. Peter Dinklage is in talks to appear in it. Not confirmed yet, but he is in talks. Not confirmed to star, but confirmed that he's in talks. Important. Now, of course, this has started loads of different guessing games and estimates of who's going to play. Me personally, I thought he'd play Puck from the X-Force, which kind of ties over to the X-Men Deadpool thing. But then that'd be going back into the mutants. A lot of people say it could be Pip, who starred alongside Adam Warlock in a lot of the comics, which means we would get Adam Warlock in Infinity War, which kind of makes sense. It's all about the Infinity Stones, and we saw Adam Warlock's cocoon opened in Guardians of the Galaxy, in the Collector's Museum, if you remember rightly. Another one which I like is, could he reprise his role as Bolivar Trask from X-Men Days of Future Past, therefore leaving the door open for the mutants, for the X-Men to join the MCU, kind of a la Spider-Man. Which I think that's going to come soon. There's going to be an X-Men crossover soon, I think. Moving on away from comic books, Woody Harrelson has been confirmed to star in the as of yet untitled Young Han Solo movie, which that is immense. I'm well chuffed that casting. He's confirmed he's starring, but the rumours are he's going to play young Han Solo's mentor, which, hell yeah. You can kind of see where that's Han Solo gets that swagger and that bravado from if he got taught by Woody Harrelson. I think this could be an amazing role. I think that's some fantastic casting. And then finally, today, sorry, I keep saying this week, I'm getting used to this new format myself. Finally today, the Nintendo Switch announcement happened, with a lot of news on there. I'm going to do a video later on today, like a one-off special, just kind of looking at that in more depth, because I think as a launch thing it deserves it. But quick details, if you're not going to watch that video, quick details are it's £279.99 in the UK and releases on March 3rd, so just about 8 weeks away. So it's not that far away at all, actually. There's some other bits in there I've got written down here, but I'm going to go more in depth to it later on. But if you just want the cliff notes, £280 released on March 3rd, with Zelda and Mario are on there, classed as opening launch titles. Again, I'm going to go more into detail in that in a special one-off video, going more in depth in Nintendo Switch, because I'm still not fully convinced on it yet. But yeah, there we go. That's top up for today, and I will be back with you again on Monday. So until then, take care, Geek Files.